Are you flying to Destin, Florida to find your dream vacation home? Or are you relocating to the area? Either way, you will definitely need to know which airport to fly into, and it will depend on which part of Destin, Florida you are traveling to find your dream home. Thank you for joining my channel. If you don't already know, I sell Destin, Florida real estate with Taylor Allen Properties, and I truly enjoy sharing my experiences with you, whether it is about real estate specifically or just about Destin in general. I absolutely love to live at the beach. Where is the closest airport to Destin, Florida? It is a great question, and I get asked all the time. So today I wanted to just talk about which airport you should fly into when you're headed to Destin, Florida to buy some real estate, or really anywhere along the Emerald Coast. The Emerald Coast is a very long stretch of beach, and we have 3 airports to choose from. The first airport is the Pensacola International Airport in Pensacola proper. Pensacola is part of the Emerald Coast, but it is a little different. It is a decent sized port city, so the beach is off the beaten path. As you can see on the map, the Pensacola International Airport is here. It is very close to I-10, and then, like I said before, the beach is kind of off the beaten path. The Pensacola beach is down here. So in relation to the rest of the Emerald Coast, you would fly into the Pensacola International Airport if you were traveling to Pensacola and looking for your beautiful vacation or new primary residence to live in their area. I would fly into the Pensacola Airport here if you're traveling up through Navarre and maybe into Fort Walton Beach. It really just depends on your preference and the tickets that you find, but I would stop at Fort Walton Beach. I would really stop at Navarre, but if you just want to fly into Pensacola and you're traveling into Fort Walton Beach and looking on the Santa Rosa Island, Pensacola is a great airport to travel into for that as well. Right now the bridge is damaged. This is the bridge. So when you fly in, you have to hit the interstate and come over to 281 and come down 281 to the interstate here. And then if you were going into Pensacola, you would have to go back this way. But if you're headed east, you would just keep heading in that direction. And then over further east into Panama City Beach, just a little north of Panama City Beach, we have the Panama City Airport. You just go north on 79 to get there. So if you were traveling along the Emerald Coast to buy a beach house anywhere along 30A or in Panama City Beach, I would say if you can get a flight into Panama City, do that. It's just going to be a little bit more easier to get to and less traffic. So let's just zoom in a little bit. This is the airport here. You come down 79. If you're going into Panama City Beach, you go east. If you're going to look for beach homes along 30A, you go west. And as you can see here, it's Seaside, Rosemary Beach, Inlet Beach is right in here. There's also Seacrest, Brayton Beach. I would say as far west as Miramar Beach, travel into the Panama City Beach Airport. Now, sometimes we as locals use that airport too, if we can find a direct flight or if it's just easier for us to fly out of that airport. I live in Destin proper. It's going to take me about an hour and 15 minutes to get to the Panama City Beach Airport. Whereas if I fly out of the Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport, it's going to take me about 25 to 30 minutes, depending on traffic. Okay. On the map here, you can see where the Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport is. It was actually just renamed that. It is not in Destin proper, but it's just like 30 minutes north of Destin, depending on the traffic for that day. And as you can see, it's pretty close to some of the more significant highways that connect to the interstate. Let's see how. So here's the interstate up here, and you can see that 85 takes you straight up to the interstate, or 285 can bring you to the interstate or from the interstate down as well. If you are headed to Fort Walton Beach or Destin proper or Miramar Beach, it would be best to use the Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport. It is so close to Fort Walton Beach and Destin, especially once you start talking about summer traffic and stuff like that. And plus with the bridge out in Pensacola, I just would recommend using this airport if you're traveling anywhere from Navarre further east. So again, Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport, use it for the Fort Walton Beach area, the Destin area, the Miramar Beach area, and even past Miramar Beach into Santa Rosa Beach, headed down onto 30A. It's an easy drive for that as well. But there is one more airport in Panama City, so it would just be your pick. My airport of choice, due to proximity, is the Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport. Time is money, and even if that ticket is just a little bit more expensive, I'm willing to pay it. If Panama City Beach Airport had a very cheap direct flight to where I was going, I would most likely do that. It hasn't happened yet. But I always look to see if they have one. If you are flying into or out of the Pensacola Airport or the Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport, you're gonna have a layover. I rarely have gotten a direct flight out of either one of those airports. It's typically in Atlanta. So even if you're flying further south of Destin, you're still gonna lay over in Atlanta. For example, I'm flying to Key West soon. And before we head further down south, we have to head over to Atlanta. I don't mind the layover. It's always been fine with me. But again, my airport of choice is Destin Fort Walton Beach. If you're traveling west, check out the Pensacola Airport. If you're traveling even further east, check into the Panama City Beach Airport. If you liked this video, I know you'll love this one too. It's Live in Destin, Florida, 11 Reasons Why. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.